Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills and thick forests, lived an old parrot named Mithu. Mithu was not an ordinary parrot. He was wise, kind, and had lived in the village for over 50 years. His feathers were now dull and gray, but his eyes still sparkled with the light of stories and memories from the past. Mithu lived in a big mango tree near the village temple. Every morning, he would greet the villagers with cheerful squawks and repeat the prayers he had learned long ago. Children loved him, and elders respected him for his wisdom. Many came to sit under the mango tree and listen to his tales from the old days. One afternoon, dark clouds began to gather above the village. The wind howled through the trees, and the air grew heavy with moisture. Mithu looked up at the sky with concern. "A storm is coming," he murmured, "and it's going to be a big one." Soon, rain began to pour, heavier than anyone had seen in years. The villagers ran to their homes, securing doors and windows. Rivers overflowed, and water started to fill the streets. The big mango tree where Mithu lived shook with every gust of wind. Thunder roared, and lightning flashed across the sky. Mithu clung tightly to his branch, his feathers soaked, his old bones aching. He thought about flying to shelter, but his wings were no longer strong. "I must stay strong," he whispered. "This tree has been my home all my life." As the night deepened, the rain showed no mercy. The floodwaters rose, reaching the base of the tree. Mithu's eyes grew tired, and his heart felt heavy. Just then he heard a faint cry. "Help! Someone help!" Mithu turned his head and saw a little kitten stranded on a floating log, drifting toward the fast current of the river. The kitten's eyes were wide with fear. Mithu knew he couldn't fly far, but he also knew he had to try. With all the strength left in him, Mithu launched himself from the branch and glided down, calling out for help. His loud cries caught the attention of a young boy named Arjun, who had come out to check on the village animals. Following Mithu's voice, Arjun saw the kitten and rushed with a long stick, pulling it to safety. Arjun looked up at Mithu, who was now shivering on the wet ground. "You saved him," Arjun whispered. He gently picked up Mithu and took him to his home. The storm finally passed by morning, leaving behind fallen trees and muddy paths. But in the hearts of the villagers, a new story had been born. The story of an old parrot who, even in the storm of his life, showed courage and kindness. From that day on, Mithu lived with Arjun and his family, warm and loved. And every time it rained, the villagers would smile and say, "Mithu must be telling another tale to the clouds."